What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another rendition over here of Sports Bets, but mostly Chaos presents Can Cohoon guess the spread? Week number 14. Can't believe we're already 13 weeks deep into this season. That's insanity how fast this thing is just rolling on by. Before we start jumping in the games, as we always do, let's take a look back at the previous week, see exactly how Cohoon did. And week 13 was definitely not one of your best, John. You kind of struggled. You did hit the Cowboys right on the gate on Thursday Night Football, but then a couple of tough ones. And then you kind of went on a stretch where it seemed like I think almost your picks are off by like 2 or 3 every one of them. So you weren't really losing a lot of points, but you weren't also gaining any much. So kind of a rough one. It wasn't a bad one. You weren't off by a ton. You just had a lot of those close picks. You're just off to the point where you were awarded no points. And hopefully God had mercy on your soul for that one. So 6 points was your total of last week. But also really good news for you on this one. Your lock of the week has finally returned to the winning side when you took the Kansas City Chiefs to cover the 9.5 points over Denver. In fact, you even guessed that they were initially going to be 12.5 point favorites, and they covered that too. So, I don't think there was much doubt in your lock. I know it was a low scoring game and it may have been, sort of close kind of early, but Denver didn't really have so much of a chance in that game. So it is what it is. All right. Week number 14. My question for you, if I could find the draw and ready to go, it is.
Are you ready?
I gotta get my water ready so I can, do the Triple H.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let's get going.
Oh, brother.
All right. Week number 14. It is Let's Play Can Cohoon Guess the Spread. Week 14. And as it always does, it kicks off with Thursday Night Football tomorrow night. It is the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Minnesota Vikings.
It's kind of a tough one because of all the injuries.
I did see that. I think Thielen's for sure, not for sure, but he's expected not to play, right? He's kind of.
I'm pretty sure Dalvin Cook won't be playing either.
Yeah, I think he's been.
Shoulder,
I think he's been ruled out for. I think he was already ruled out for like 2 to 3 weeks already. So it was already like for sure he was missing this game.
Give me Vikings -1.5.
All right. So he is.
I don't know. I really have no idea where they're going with this one.
He says Minnesota -1.5. Locked in survey. Would we start off with a bang?
Wrong.
Incorrect. The Vikings are favored by 3.5.
So even with all the injuries, Vikings are still okay.
3.5 points. So 2 off, which means nothing taken away, nothing given. So you're sitting at 0 through the first game. All right.
Pretty sure this week I will not be taking the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, I know, right?
Give me Steelers.
Yeah. All right, we're moving on to the Sunday docket now. Kicks off with a divisional matchup. The Baltimore Ravens traveling to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Fresh off the bye, I believe. Cleveland Browns too.
Baltimore just lost to Pittsburgh.
You're right.
Give me Ravens -2.5.
All right. He is going to take the Baltimore Ravens -2.5 on the road in Cleveland. It's locked in. Music stops, which means survey. What do you say?
Not even close.
Not even close. It is 2.5, John, but it's the Cleveland Browns that are favored in this game. The Cleveland Browns are the favorite.
Really? So the Browns are the Browns and Ravens are the equal team on. All right. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, you're off by 5 on that one, which means it's a point deducted. You are at -1. But we must keep it going because it is the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Tennessee Titans. favorites.
Titans minus 8.5.
He's going to take the Tennessee Titans. 8.5-point favorites. Locked in survey. What do you have? What do you say?
So close.
Very close. You said 8.5. Now I'm just curious. Are you gonna guess 7.5 or 9.5?
9.5.
It is 9.5. Tennessee Titans, 9.5-point favorites. So you get that point back. You just lost. You're back up to 0. Where we started. Next up, it is the Las Vegas Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs minus 9.5.
All right. He says it's the Kansas City Chiefs favored by 9.5 when they host the Raiders. Oh, excuse me.
Nice.
Locked in survey. What do you say? It's locked in.
yeah!
Perfect. On the money. It is the Chiefs, 9.5-point favorites. 3 points to you, which puts you at 3. All right. Looking to stay hot. Get ready for this one. It's the New Orleans Saints at the New York Jets. Jets.
Wow. Saints minus 2.5.
He's taken Houdat as 2.5-point road favorites. Locked in survey. What do you say? Incorrect. The Saints are actually favored by 5.5. 5.5.
So the Saints are 8.5-point favorites on a neutral field. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
All
All right. I know for sure you're ready to figure out the spread of this matchup because you even said it earlier this week. It is the Dallas Cowboys at the Washington football team. The red hot Washington football team, I should add. You're gonna get just letting you know, if Washington wins this game, this is getting posted on social.
Dallas minus 3.5.
He's gonna take the Cowboys, 3.5-point favorites in Washington. Survey. What do you say?
Yeah, baby.
On the money again. 3 points more. It is the Cowboys indeed favored by 3.5 points against the Washington football team. All right, that gets you up to 6 points now. And we keep it going. It is the Atlanta Falcons at the Carolina Panthers. That's pretty much what I anticipated your response to be.
Panthers minus 2.5.
It's the Carolina Panthers minus 2.5. That's his locked in guess. Survey.
It's not a
What
guess. It's
do you say?
Spoiler.
He's got 2 in a row. It's a Cohoon double right there. Back to back guesses on the spot. It is the Carolina Panthers served by 2.5, which puts you at 9 points now. And you're red hot. We better keep things going. Keep this thing rolling. It's now the Seattle Seahawks, fresh off their victory against the Niners. Well, now they go to Houston, take on the Texans.
Seattle minus 3.5.
All right. He says it's the Seattle Seahawks on the road as 3.5-point favorites, which means he's saying it's going to be a home dog in the Texans here. All right. Locked in. Survey. What do you say?
I say he's an idiot.
Yeah, believe it or not, the Seattle Seahawks are actually favored by 7.5 in this game.
Their offense hasn't done dog shit till last week.
Yeah. Which, unfortunately, you're 4 off on that one, which means you're losing a point, which brings you back to 9. I mean, I guess never back to 8. But then again, it's also not back because you never add 8. You're just at 8. All right.
Will you shut up?
All right, moving on to the Sunday afternoon slate now. And it kicks off with the team on the biggest high right now, the Detroit Lions. Well, they're at the Denver Broncos.
How ironic is that? Team on the biggest high, and then they're traveling to Mile High, where it's illegal, or where it's legal to get high.
Daddy, chill.
Hey.
Oh, you
Denver
are just the
minus-
worst type of person.
Yes, that's a perfect one for you. Denver minus 6.5. Nah, we'll go 7.5. Denver minus 7.5.
All right, he is taking the Broncos, 7.5-point favorites against the Lions. Locked in survey. What do you say this time?
So close.
So close. It's really good you changed it because you would have been looking at no points. But because of you changing 7.5, you're only off by 1. It is the Broncos favored by 8.5. 8.5 for the Broncos, which get that point back you just lost. So you're back to 9. All right. We keep it going. It is now the New York Giants led by Fromm, whatever. Is that his name? Jake Fromm?
Yeah, the former Georgia quarterback.
Yep. Well, going to LA to take on the Chargers.
Go Chargers, go.
Give me Chargers minus this news came out before the spread. So give me Chargers minus 11.5.
All right. He says it's the Chargers, 11.5-point favorites. Locked in survey. What do you say?
So close.
10.5.
It is 10.5. Chargers, 10.5-point favorites against the Giants. One more point to you, which gets you to 10. Now 10. All right. An exciting afternoon matchup here. It's the San Francisco 49ers at Joey B and the Bengals.
Bengals minus 6.5.
All right. He says it's the Bengals that are 6.5-point favorites. It's locked in. Survey. What do you say?
It's not even close.
It is not even close.
Wow.
I'm preemptively wowing this because even I was shocked when I saw this. The Bengals are favored by 1.5.
What?
1.5. So yeah, say it, John. They're saying that the Niners are the better team on a neutral field. He's like, look at the injury report. Who's not playing? Who's not? Well, actually, didn't Mixon get hurt last weekend? Okay. We'll hope.
Lock of the week,
Oh
Bengals.
man,
I don't think Deebo Samuel's playing.
Debo. All right. Well, he says it's a lock of the week that the Bengals will cover the 1.5 points against the Niners. this weekend. And I got to tell you, I really love the pick until you made it your lock of the week. And now I'm terribly frightened to pick that. All right. It is also a point deducted from your total, which I believe you're at 9 now, if I'm not mistaken.
You're the scorekeeper.
Yes, you are down to 9 now. All right.
Gosh, shucks.
Another matchup here to pay attention to. The Buffalo Bills at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Buccaneers -3.5.
He says it's the Buccaneers that are 3.5-point favorites. Locked in. Survey. What do you say? They got it. It is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that are in fact favored by 3.5 in this game. 3.5. 3 more points to your total. Put you at 12. 12 points as we head to Sunday Night Football, which will be the Chicago Bears. That is
The Bears.
at the Green Bay Packers.
Why is this always gotta be a primetime game every year?
It's also
Packers -13.5.
he says Green Bay is
I think it's
favored
13.5 or 14.5.
by
Let's go with
13.5. It's locked in. Survey. What do you say to that one?
So close.
14.5.
It's actually 12.5. 12.5 for the Packers. Interesting enough, I think Green Bay against the spread, at least when it comes to the pick'em, they're undefeated at home against the spread. They've been covering all their spreads. So,
Yep.
So interesting to see if they cover that one. All right. Monday Night Football, and I'm sure we'll be watching this one. It's the LA Rams at the Arizona Cardinals.
Cardinals -5.5.
All right. He says it's the Arizona Cardinals favored by 5.5. Survey. What do you say?
That ain't true.
That ain't true. The Arizona Cardinals are favored by 2.5.
How?
It
How?
just says it right here on there. 2.5. 2.5.
Fuck's sake! Like
That's how.
they. Oh my god! They fucking destroyed the Rams earlier in the season. Now they're at home. They're the better team, and they're not even 3.5-point favorites. So Vegas is still saying the Rams are the better team.
It would appear that way. All right. As we tally up your week 14 scores, we have 13 points on the board for you. Have 4 guesses on the money. That was the Chiefs, the Cowboys, the Buccaneers, and the Panthers. I skipped over that one. So those 4 are there. Misses, you had 1, 2. You only had, I'll say 1, 2. Yeah, you only had 3 misses. Your big misses, 1, 2, 3. You had 3 big misses there. And that just leaves your lock of the week, which we already have confirmed. It is, actually, it's not confirmed yet until we play it here.
Locked in.
It is locked in. The Cincinnati Bengals to cover the 1.5 points at home against the 49ers. Cannot wait to tell Jay that. He will be so happy because he'll probably think that the Niners are going to win now. So, and sadly, I'm worried now that that's the case. So, all right. That wraps it up. Week number 14, Ken Cohoon guess the spread in the books. We're done with. We'll be back next week for week number 15. Yoy. Just slow down. Yeah, just slow down. All right, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, we greatly appreciate it. We'll see y'all again very soon.